So tell me, are you a big fan of Godzilla? Do you really like seeing him beat up things? Do you really like seeing him kick some tail? Do you really like seeing him rip Ghidorah a new one? Well, I can see Godzilla do a take on an adventure he's never done before. Kaiju Girl Caramelise. God dang it, that went way better in my head before. Okay, so I'm keeping that in, screw it. So Kaiju Girl Caramelise is the latest in a running theme in Japan where, hey, let's take X thing and make it a waifu and then sell it to people. It works. Okay, I'm a total fan of freaking Azure Lane, okay? And I am now a fan of these books. This is Kaiju Girl Caramelise, and I got randomly recommended it by Amazon. Probably because I was like adding like every other freaking Godzilla film on my wish list, because despite being a Godzilla fan, I don't own actually don't own like any of the movies. So I was like, yeah, I'll get these one of these days. And also, of course, I'm a big fan of manga. And that being said, this got randomly recommended to me and never heard of it, read it online, fell in love with it, bought the first book, pre-ordered the second, already got the third book pre-ordered. This is an adorable, lovely little series, okay? And I highly recommend it. So what is Kaiju Girl Caramelise? Well, it's a shoujo manga, okay? So it's your typical kind of, you know, lovey-dovey comedy romance series, okay? Really, honestly, it is for the most part. It follows this girl. Her name is Kuro. I believe it's Kuroi Akaishi, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Akaishi, I think that's how it is. And basically, ever since she was a kid, she's suffered this weird disorder where, from time to time, whenever her emotions get out of flux, parts of her body turn into scaly, reptilian kind of things. And due to this, people have always avoided her and such. And so you can kind of see it happening here and there. Due to this, she's become a recluse. She hates people, she keeps to herself, and doesn't like talking to people. Well, one day, due to a complete and total coincidence, she ends up meeting the hot boy of the school, who's like the hottest guy in the school and everything, Minami, and they start talking, and the two start falling in love. And through this, she finds out that not only does she get kind of monstrous when her emotions get out of whack, but when she actually genuinely feels love, she turns into a full-on kaiju. She turns into a total ripoff of Godzilla, and it's just hilarious and awesome. And the art is so detailed. There's where it like first happens and everything. The art is so detailed. I was dumbfounded. I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be like some garbage. The art's not gonna be that great, but this is genuinely really high detailed, beautiful art for this manga. And that coupled with how genuinely funny it is, like, okay, I like rom-coms to an extent, but being a big Godzilla fan and seeing all the Godzilla references and stuff in it is just really adds to the extra layer of funny. Like, this is the very first thing you see when you open up Volume 2. Poor girl gets shoved into a Ghidorah costume because one of her like friends that she ends up meeting in Volume 1 is a Godzilla nutcase and owns kaiju costumes and everything, and is constantly trying to like chase down the kaiju that pops up in Tokyo. And this causes a lot of really funny interactions, and it's just a really heartwarming story to it that is just fun and fun to read, and it's got great art. The characters so far are pretty good. I think that so far they're playing a bit too hard into the stereotype that they are like put into. Like, Minami, he is the pretty boy, and that's where he basically stays so far, okay? And then Kaiju Crazy Girl, she hasn't really had much development either. Really the only one who has had any development so far in the first 2 volumes is, of course, the main character, Kuroi. And I don't know what's gonna happen and how they're gonna go about it. There's currently, I believe, 3 volumes. There's like no information on this, which is driving me nuts. Okay, Spica Aoki, the author, who is going off of what I've read from the like after like authored notes and stuff. It sounds like she's a girl and that she kind of came into this idea kind of randomly, and she's an up and coming artist, just beginning author. To my knowledge, she only has one other like noteworthy book, and it's not in English. It's only in German and Japanese, and that's just kind of weird to me. But like finding any information on this is really hard. There's next to no fan translations. I have no idea how long this series has been running for or how many chapters there are actually. I just know that there's 10 chapters that have been translated in English by the fan translation team, which is basically just the first 2 volumes. Volume 3 is not coming out till next year, and I can't wait to get more of this in my collection, because this is a genuinely good series, and I really hope that more people take note of it. It's really good. It's heartwarming. It's fun. It made me laugh so much. Like for instance, the main character, you kind of get a hint at what kind of music she likes in somewhere in the first volume, and then in the second volume, it's confirmed that she's super into death metal, so she listens to like screamo when she's trying to calm down and stuff. And I'm like, that wouldn't have the adverse effect and everything. There's so many good jokes, there's so many good gags, and also just the heartwarming moments in the story so far. I really don't want to go super into detail because I don't want to spoil it. So if you're a fan of kaiju action, if you really like Godzilla and you really like all the old kaiju movies, and you also happen to really like rom-com or shoujo and stuff, give Kaiju Girl Caramelise a try. It is a really fun little series. You'll like it. I highly recommend it. Obviously, if you're just into rom-coms and stuff, you're gonna love the rom-com aspect and maybe not get so much of the jokes. Like, there's a lot of Godzilla jokes, okay? The cafe that she likes going to is called Zarasawa Cafe. So it's just like, as a Godzilla fan, as a kaiju fanatic, it's hit me in a lot of spots, and it also really appeals to my like for rom-com and stuff like that. Again, the art's great and everything, and I really hope that more people pick this up because it is a great series and I highly recommend it. So go check it out. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say without going into spoilers and stuff. So thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. See you later. Peace out and goodbye.